The usual approach when facing criminal charges or when facing legal action is to duck for cover, as we've seen with Nicola Sturgeon and her husband. The Trump approach, to go out in a blaze of publicity, is very interesting. What it's done, of course, is to catapult Trump onto the front page of every single newspaper in the as the primaries approach, and as selection for candidate to be the next Republican candidate for the president approaches. It is a wacky and extraordinary tactic. He's improved his lead over DeSantis, and there is every possibility we could see Trump, a person with, 36 indictments, 36 felonies hanging over him. We could see him in the Oval Office again. It's not an impossibility. Would it be a good thing or would it be a bad thing? Well, the good thing, of course, would be that a charismatic and energetic president could possibly appeal across continents to President Putin. The bad thing is that he's clearly a broken individual. He's clearly a person with questionable character and questionable motives, but he comes across as a sort of winner. And who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that? I don't know. On the evening of the arraignment, Fox News apparently had a massive audience for the Tucker Carlson show. Massive. CNN, massive. Trump is media. Trump is news. Whereas Biden is a sort of footnote in history. And Biden can try and transfer responsibility for the appalling, the execrable exit from Afghanistan to Trump, but it's Biden who did it. I don't see at the moment I don't see the court case in New York being a serious impediment to Trump's campaign to be re-elected as president. And it would be extraordinary, quite extraordinary. And I think that idea that he would be making history could well catapult him into the White House on its own. I think in some ways that's the sort of thing that catapulted Boris into number 10. The idea that such a person can be given power makes history, makes news. It's the stuff of Dallas and Dynasty. And it's drama. And faced with the boredom of the rest of the political world, I think drama can win. And this is the problem with dull politicians who all look like bank clerks. The effort to avoid scandal does not actually avoid scandal. You only have to look at Matt Hancock getting into the stationery cupboard with Gina Coladangelo. Oh, let's make the stationery cupboard move. And even no matter how dully people dress, they're always going to end up, if they're in power, they're always going to end up in scandal, because power begets corruption, and scandal is simply the result of that. And I don't think the way you tie a tie is going to solve that problem. Smart business dress is not the solution. I think the solution actually is to encourage people to enter politics who have a little charisma and who have a little energy, rather than those people who are considered safe. And if there were more of these energetic, enthusiastic individuals in politics, maybe there would be less room for the exceptions. The exceptions would be the dull ones.